Julia Fisher, and you're listening to The Olive Tree, the program that week by week brings you the stories of believers living in the Holy Land today, Jews and Arabs, to hear what God is doing there in these days. For the past 70 years, since the State of Israel was formed in 1948, thousands of Jewish people have returned to live there from the four corners of the world. In 1991, the Israelis launched a daring operation to bring thousands of Ethiopian Jews to live in Israel. It was called Operation Solomon, and one of the people who came is my guest today. He's called Benny Moges. Life would never be the same again for Benny, as he now explains.
Yes, I come make Aliyah in 1991 from Ethiopia to Israel in Operation Solomon. It's very, very, I remember that is very amazing, and I think this is a miracle of God, because in 24 hours, almost about 15,000 Ethiopian Jews from Ethiopia to Israel to come. It is very amazing. I think God says to return to our people, and this is the symbol of God. This is the miracle of God, because I remember that I am very happy and praise God about this amazing blessing time and operation.
How old were you when you came?
I'm 17 years old. Yeah.
So you went to study, and then you went into the army.
Yeah, before I start to learn Hebrew in Ulpan. After that, I go to serve national service, 2 years in the Tzahal. After that, I go to study in Haifa University. I graduate social worker. Now I work in professional social worker.
It's taken you many years to settle in Israel. What were your first impressions when you first came here from Ethiopia? Very different.
Yeah, Ethiopian people in Israel is very different, because culture, and because how to see them, because the color. I know very difficult, because the different culture. First of all, the culture show, and after that we must learn the language, and learn the lifestyle in Israel. This especially for old generation, our people is very, very difficult to learn the lifestyle in Israel. Even the food, we eat injera is Ethiopian food, because in Israel, first of all, food is another. This is very, very difficult. But now I see the next generation to learn how life in Israel. I believe the younger generations are better than to live in Israel.
So let's follow your story. You came, you learnt the language, you went into the army, then you went to university, and today you're a social worker.
Yeah, I learn social worker. This year I make master about immigration. I learn. I believe if you want to learn to the possible, because the government support me about learn about if you want to learn because that I success to learn and I have a professional that is very I am very happy about this.
You met your wife here, Salam. She is a social worker as well.
Yeah, the same. And my wife is social worker, the same professional, and she is learn in Israel. Yeah,
And you have 4 children.
yeah. We have 4 children, one daughter and 3 boys. Our daughter is 18 years old. In after 2 months, she go to serve. Serve national service in Israel. I was very happy. I'm very happy because I make Aliyah in the same age, 17, 18. I make Aliyah in this national service. Now my first daughter, is go to service. Is very. I'm very happy about this.
So you're watching your children grow up as young Israelis. Their identity is Israeli rather than Ethiopian. Is that true?
Yeah, our children identity is fully Israeli, 100% Israeli. They not speak Hebrew. No, they speak only Hebrew, no Amharic. Only the color Ethiopian, but the identity is Israeli. Sometimes to talk, but in meeting family, my children say me, you Ethiopian Israeli, but we are Israeli, no Ethiopia, because we born in Israel. They are the Israeli, yeah.
Well integrated. Now, as well as working full-time as a social worker, you and your wife are running a congregation. You have started a congregation here in Haifa, which is predominantly for your own Ethiopian community. You're working hard.
Yes, we are work hard. It is very difficult to full-time job and full-time pastor and start a congregation. But I see in our area in Haifa, we are a lot of Ethiopian Jew, about 10,000 Ethiopian Jew, not believer, not Yeshua. We are try to serve, to support, to pray. It is my heart, my dream, my vision. Very difficult, but I believe it is possible. The help of God, in the will of God. I think this is my calling, and I serve. I'm very happy to serve the Lord. Lord love me, and I serve. I'm very happy about this.
The people that come to your congregation, what sort of background are they from? Tell me about their lives.
Our people for coming to our congregation is very different background. There are some single mom, and there are some alcohol and drug. There are some old people not about culture shock, different language is not like our life is very no good in Israel. Because that come to our congregation, first of all, we are praise them because we believe the really solution is only Yeshua. First of all, they teach them. They tell them. First of all, to believe in Yeshua. Yeshua is the solution. After that, we try to help them in counseling. If sometimes I and my wife to translate We have translate ministry. The old man not speak Hebrew. If they need to translate in the bank, in the government, in the school, we help them. And another single mom. We are some single mom. Is very situation economy. We try to support them, and our support not only to give money, how to use your money to teaching. To this is to coaching, like coaching. We give them. This is our This is our background member of our congregation.
Benny, are you encouraged by what you see God doing here?
My Lord, Yeshua, because I know from come, because Yeshua is helping me.
You've been listening to Benny Moges sharing his story. The Olive Tree Reconciliation Fund is a Christian charity based in the UK that supports the needs of both Jewish believers and Arab or Palestinian Christians living in Israel and the wider Middle East. If you'd like to know more about our work through our bi-monthly newsletter, including news about our upcoming tours, please either visit our website www.olivetreefund.org or write to me, Julia Fisher, OT468, PO Box 402, Billingshurst, RH14 4BQ in the UK. Meanwhile, join me at the same time next week for another story from the Olive Tree. Until then, goodbye.